Welcome back to Media Mesh, where I give you my unapologetic opinion on everything from music, movies, news, reality TV, and so much more as we go down a rabbit hole. And as always, this is your home for the intelligent dissection of social media. I'm about to get to a clip, and if you haven't seen it before, this is extremely sad on many levels. And the first level is that even with footage, there appears to be no sense of accountability. Now, granted, it is never good when any of our children leave up out of here, but you have to call it down the middle. You're going to hear what happened in just a moment, and then I'll be back to give you my take on it. But I can tell you this, it's ridiculous. Let's hear this.
A fatal Warren police car chase last week has a mother wondering what happened and talking with lawyers about suing the department.
And Warren police saying tonight it was a legitimate stop, and they say the driver was the problem. They rolled out this dash cam video this afternoon, which they say shows proof. Rod Maloney, live in Warren tonight with a first look at that video. Rod.
Yeah, we're at the PD here, and the mother of this young man who died in that crash, reached out to Local 4 saying that she felt that the Warren PD killed her son, that they mischaracterized precisely what happened, that he didn't have a gun, and so this was Warren PD's response. Day after Christmas, a red Chevy Cruze goes by a Warren Scout car at Van Dyke and Stevens. Officers check the license plate and pull the vehicle over. 24-year-old Maurice Octavius Kelly, who'd previously served prison time for theft and felony firearms, behind the wheel.
So the reason I stopped you is because the plate's expired.
Yeah, I'm just coming from work.
Oh, yeah? Is this your car?
No, it's my girlfriend. I live down the street.
Kelly's license had been suspended. He also had a misdemeanor traffic arrest warrant. So the officer asks,
What I got to have you do is just hop off on me real quick, man, because you don't have your license on here, okay? No.
And the chase is on. It goes for several minutes. Kelly driving on the grass, dodging other Warren police cars assisting. Kelly drives on the sidewalk and back on the grass in front of an apartment complex before screaming down Warren's streets, thankfully empty of regular daytime traffic. The video shows the Cruze running a red light and then slamming into a Penske rental box truck.
1050 into a box truck. He's underneath the box truck.
Now, Kelly's mother had told Local 4 in an email that Warren PD used a pit maneuver to push his vehicle into the truck. The video shows that that is not the case. She also claimed he didn't have a gun. Warren PD showed this Glock they say was found in the vehicle. Today, Warren Police Commissioner Bill Dwyer saying,
It's a very unfortunate incident. This subject is dead due to the choice he made to flee from the officers.
Now, just a little while ago, we received an email from the Kelly family attorney, and they say that, actually the email says that the grieving family is trying to collect information to find out how this horrible situation occurred. They ask police agencies revisit their high-speed chase policies because of the inherent dangers involved. Back to you.
Rod, what did the commissioner have to say? Did he respond to the family's concerns?
Well, yes, he said that he believes that his officers acted properly, that they followed the police department's policy, and he believes it was a good and legitimate stop.
Okay. All right, Rod, keep us posted. Thank you.
Welcome back to Media Mesh. Now, listen, as I've said, condolences to the family, to the mother. I understand it is extremely rough dealing with the loss of any child. And the bottom line is, if no one else loves them, you do, right? Of course, the mother's going to love their child. But we have to look at it for what it is, okay? He would be here today if he did not run. A lot of us try to find a scapegoat in every situation instead of taking accountability, right? Yes, this is horrible, but is this the police fault? Come on, guys. Come on. He's already done time for theft and felony firearm, suspended license. She said they used a pit maneuver. It's totally not true. Where did this come from? That's my question. Who told her this type of stuff happened? Even if they did, are they wrong? That's part of police procedure, right? A pit maneuver, if you're running, why are you running? She said there was no gun in the car. Now, that's kind of hard to believe, considering his previous charges. And no, you don't have to use someone's past against them, but it does give you an idea of what they're capable of, right? Some people turn their life around, come out, and make it happen. And then some don't. Some continue to do the same things, such is the case here. So at this point, all we can do is say, this is just sad. And maybe he didn't get the opportunity to get the lessons he needed so that he can become a more productive person in society, because he also did not know how to take accountability. They stopped the car for a reason. Why not just go ahead and deal with the consequences? Man up, deal with the consequences, and you would still be here for your family. So that he could have had that turnaround that I'm sure everyone hoped he would eventually get to have. But unfortunately, he ran, and this was the result. The one thing that seems interesting is that, and not mentioned, by the way, what if his reckless actions, him running through that red light, would have injured or eliminated someone else? That's what I'm talking about. That could be anybody just minding their business, going to work, going home, doing whatever they're doing. This car comes out like a bat out of hell and smacks into your car. It just so happens to be this big old truck. But what if that was your child, your mom, your dad, that gets plowed into by this guy trying to elude the police based on his own reasons? He didn't want to go to jail, obviously. So he felt at this time, instead of actually standing up, standing on business, accepting the penalty, no, I'm going to run and put everyone else at risk. And now they want the department to revisit their policies as far as high-speed chases. Isn't that interesting? So would they be better off just letting him run? Now, you know that's not even realistic. If you flee, they're going to chase you until they get you. It's not a safe thing to do, obviously, right? But you put them in a position to where they have to go get you. Now, there are times where they do stop, right? If it's, the road is just too many people, it's too much chaos out there. In some cases, they will not pursue. If they have the license, they'll go and they'll catch up with you later. But that's not necessarily always required. So it just depends. Unfortunately, in his case, he made this fatal mistake. There's nobody to sue in this case. A young brother taken out of here, unfortunately, based on his own actions. So again, my condolences to the family, but people, the cops is not wrong all the time. A lot of the time, in most people's eyes, right? But they're doing their job. They did their job. It wasn't a hostile situation when they approached him. They told him why. Well, this is what's going on. He decided to go ahead and say, you know what, forget that. And this is the result. So the overall lesson here is, people, we have to take accountability, no matter who the person is. If it's your family member, whomever, you know what I'm saying? You still got to keep it real with yourself. And if we're keeping it real with those that we love, maybe they'll do better. Because if I had a child in this kind of situation, I'd be mad and, feeling the type of way because they're not here. But then when I look at the situation, I'd be like, well, damn, did I drop the ball somewhere? Like, what is wrong with this child that he's deciding to, number one, be involved in this type of lifestyle that's been in jail and all this type of stuff? I'd be mad about that. And then now you're doing this. And it took your life. So a crushing feeling, I can imagine. But I'm not going to come out and start just saying any old kind of crazy stuff. Now, if you're wrong, you're wrong. And if you know better, I really don't have nothing to say. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, until next time, peace and blessings. And do better, everybody. Let's go.